Hello, this is Paul from RankWyz, and today RankWyz Daily is very practical. Is how to improve your content by randomizing your template. So as you know, RankWyz uses ContentMill. ContentMill is a built-in content server, and while we have API to be consumed, to be considered to the articles to be consumed from outside, mostly it is being served for internal needs of RankWyz. Whenever you set up your campaign, whether you use your own networks and you set up your bucket, or whether you use shared networks, this is how we set up our content. So we all use ContentMill, and there are lots of configuration options. So today I'll cover those that are specifically responsible for randomization of content. So you don't want to your content, what you post all over your PBN or all over your Web2 blogs, look exactly the same. Even content is slightly the same, but you, of course, you want to do variations of the length, the sequence of the blogs. And let's go to the ContentMill. And ContentMill consists of content buckets. Every bucket, consider this as has a different configuration. So whatever you need something for different niche, so you create a bucket. So let's go. I'll go to this chiropractor bucket I created a while ago, and so we have different data sources. This type of data source called topic based, and you can see we created topics, chiropractor, and naturopathy, massage therapy, and so on, acupuncture. But today we're going to be focusing more on the template. So if you go to settings, you can see that there are content blocks. So basically, when you define your template, you can, let me stop it so that I can add more. So going back to settings and blogs, you can see that I can add more blogs, or I can modify existing blogs. So content blogs represent different content source. So the while ago it was like growing list of different type of data sources, like syndicated or article builder. So until we just completely redid the whole architecture and allowed you combine the way the template of different data sources you want, so that essentially you can see that article builder syndicated, you can upload own articles, images, videos, HTML. This is arbitrary HTML blog that you can put anything in, news, RSS, subtitle, press release, data feed, Twitter, Pinterest, group. So how can you, once you create it and it looks good, so you can customize. In this case, you can see there's syndicated content, there's news content, video, again syndicated on a different topic, article builder at the bottom. But unless we randomize it, it will look kind of exactly the same. So what can we do? First of all, there's a very interesting blog that's called group. Inside group, you can place any content blocks, and it will serve as, every time it will just pick random. It will pick random block, with probability, probably 50-50, random. If you put 3, it will be 3. You can see that I have image on topic 1 and image on topic 2. In my case, it will be either image on chiropractor or image on Richmond Hill, Ontario. You can do, let's say, either image or video, and so on. So you can do variations. So this is very that I don't when every time I review someone's account, I don't see that group is utilized enough. I think it's something that gives a lot of flexibility to improve the variety in your template. Next is the probability of block to be selected. So you can say you can add more blocks, but add probability less than 100%. So mind the difference between groups. Group will be selected 100% unless you change the probability on the group itself. Let's say group 100%, it will be image 1 or image 2. If you change those two blocks to be, let's say, 50% each, it means there are some cases when this block will be selected and this block will be selected. Sometimes one of them and sometimes none. So it's a different angle on the variation, so that like this will probably, let's say, will keep the same length of the article produced, but this one will create variation, like either like you will have news block or you will not. Next, floating sign. As you can see, the small log button on the side, it means that position of the block is fixed. It means the first will be group, then will be syndicated, then will be news, and so on and so on. But should you unlock them, you can see, they will be picked randomly. What I usually do, like I usually do exactly what I just showed. Let's say I want it to start with the image. Like I don't want it to be kind of random. I want it to start with the image, for example. Then I don't care what will be first. Either it will be news or syndicated content, it might be video, might be another syndicated. So just simply by unlocking, making the block floating, you can allow the system shuffle those blocks every time when you create when it creates. When you go in each block, you'll see the additional parameters. You can see additional variations you can add. Let's say if it is syndicated, you can see already some variation, sentences between 8 and 10. You might feel tempted to put, let's say, 20 to 25, but the block of sentences will be created one paragraph. If you want nice looking multi-paragraph setup, you might create syndicated, let's say 8 to 10, and then another syndicated 8 to 10. That will create paragraph, and after that another paragraph. That will be spread, separated in the paragraph. You can see for news it's pretty much the same. There's an attribution link, so I don't want to go. It's a little bit kind of away from that. They're putting me kind of away from the main topic, how to randomize. But if you go to blogs, you'll see that pretty much all of them have some one or another option to randomize. And of course, for those who are really concerned about content being unique, I mentioned several times that I personally not that obsessed that there is no snippets of the text that appears on anywhere in the web. I don't think Google just does exactly the same as when we check that there is like the sentence already used somewhere else. But if you are the concern, so you can use integrated spinners. Where they are? Here's spin content, and you can use integrated spinner, spin rewriter, word AI, and you can use built-in RankWyz rewriter. Well, that's also for the customizing. So as I said, I'll try to make it short. And first, let me collapse them all. First is block group. Second is variation on the probability of block being used. The floating sign, that was just, I personally, again, so very often do this. I wanted to start with the image. I wanted to end with might be article builder snippet. Everything else, just feel free to be kind of tossed every time and create a different looking article. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for using RankWyz. As always, shoot me an email, pavel@rankwyz.com, or send email on our Facebook group, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Have a good day.